Just about there. Hey everybody, woohoo! Welcome to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman. Look who I've got on the show. Woohoo! Good old
What's up,
KG.
Superman?
How you doing, KG?
Good, Superman. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. And man, it's a pleasure to have you and your project on this show. And of course, we're going to get some cool insights into internet money and the progress that you guys have made so far with the wallet. So stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a look through at the walkthrough. We're going to have a Q&A towards the end, and then we'll look at Internet Money Socials if you want to follow and be a part of the journey until Pulsechain there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll get into that. Sounds like audio's up and running, so we'll go for gold. I'll hand it over to you, KG, if you want.
Sure. First of all, man, thanks for having me on. Thanks for all you do for the community, for crypto, for internet money. You've been a big supporter since day one, and nothing but appreciation and respect. So thank you for all you do. Thank you for having me on today.
Appreciate it.
So before we get started, I just want to make the announcement that we are doing a PulseCon giveaway for anyone who wants to go to PulseCon. If you head over to our Twitter, Internet Money IO, right there, it's our pinned tweet. You can't miss it. Instructions are clear. Just like, comment, retweet, and follow. And we're giving away a platinum package to PulseCon, which is basically gives you everything. All you have to do is get there. So it's about a $2,000 ticket there. You know, we want to do what we can to support the community. And also there's a golf tournament. This isn't anything anybody can do right this very moment, but there is a golf tournament before PulseCon, and Internet Money team actually sponsored the hole-in-one contest. So if you make a hole-in-one, you get 20 G's on Internet Money.
That's awesome. So great stuff there. I love seeing what you guys are doing on your socials at the moment. Really, really is cool. I've been on this channel talking about a lot of projects need to keep, building their socials as well as their product development. So it's great to see what you guys are doing, really leading up there. Very cool.
Thanks, man. Yeah, we also have, our website right now. If anybody heads there, it's imcrypto.net. But what a lot of people do not know is that we have a major website overhaul going on in the background. So the next full rendition of the site you see, it should blow your mind. And we're keeping the same brand, same colors, of course, but it's just night and day. It's very, very professional. So it's going to really change the whole face and the whole brand of the project.
Sweet. So there it is up on the screen there. Jump on over, save it to your favorites and all that good stuff. You guys also got Internet Money YouTube too, right? So that's up.
Yep. We have to wait. We got the 100 subscribers. Thank you, awesome community. But we have to wait the 30 days to actually get the custom URL. So we're just waiting the time with patience.
Right. Okay. I'll just post that in the chat there too. People want to subscribe. We have had quite a few people on this channel subscribe when you did the call out for 100 members. So
thank you.
That was very nice of them jumping there. Bam. So if you want to join the Internet Money YouTube, go for gold. There it is. Get all key stuff there. You're also on Reddit as well. So there's the Reddit link. That's the new Reddit base you've actually migrated. So we'll copy that in the catch there as well. So Internet Money, Reddit.
Yeah, we're rebranding from imcrypto.net to Internet Money IO.
Right. Cool. There we are. Now, at the moment, let's just briefly talk. I mean, you're going to get into your walkthrough for a second, but just raise a question. You guys are, leading in the wallet space. We talk about a lot of there's a lot of native Pulsechain NFT marketplaces and things like that, but you're actually in a small group of innovation. What is a big deal with a wallet on coming on Pulsechain. So I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I mean, as far as we know, of course, Richard Hart has announced that there will be a wallet produced by him at some point in the future. But as of right now, we are the only officially confirmed pushing out information native Pulsechain wallets. And
yeah, it's amazing. And I guess in a specific class where if you own the the ownership token, you get a share of the revenue from the wallet.
Yep.
Which stands you out from Stakerat, right? Which is going to have V2 coming.
Exactly. And we are the only tokenized crypto wallet in the entire industry. We are the first ones to approach the wallet like this. And we are the first and only contract of its kind that shares the revenue that the wallet generates, which is very, very cool.
I think it's fantastic. And I think it's something that's going to be a special feature about a lot of projects following after, like stuff that you're doing and other stuff and DeFi and stuff that are going to be coming on Pulsechain. I think it's going to be one of those defining traits on Pulsechain that people can own ownership tokens and share in the glory, as it were, the revenue from each different, whether it's a wallet or lending, whatever it's going to be, the offering. So I think that's pretty cool. All right, should we get into it? Let's get into the walkthrough. I don't know if you share the screen there.
Sure. And if anybody, if you want me to dive more into IMD, or if anyone has questions about it, that's the token we're talking about, is IMD. Happy to dive in and answer those questions. Give me one moment. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
Yeah, we'll have a Q&A towards the end, everybody. So if you want to save your questions as you do the walkthrough, we'll get into that.
All right. Are you still there?
Yeah, still here.
Okay, cool. I was like, all right, here we go. Gonna share the screen.
We've got a lot of cool people in the chat there today. Stevie D, good to see Stevie D.
Welcome,
Brownie,
buddy.
Lots of cool people. Yeah, we got it there. So we're going to catch up to that. Let's add that to the screen. Boom.
All right. And because I can't see, am I still on screen? It's okay if I am.
You're on screen. Yeah, you're on screen. Yeah, we're looking good.
All right. So real quick disclaimer, anything that is seen here is subject to change. I mean, the overall feel, flow, themes will most likely remain the same, but any particular verbiage or a button here or there, it's subject to change. So this is not final. And also, this is only the dark mode version. So
right. So you're going to have 3 versions, is that right, of the wallet in terms of color modes?
Yep. As of right now, we'll have dark mode, light mode, and gold mode. And going towards the future, we want to have like a Pulsechain mode and just other color modes.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's groovy. Yeah.
Yeah. We've even talked about having like chain specific mode. So when you switch to the chain, then it'll switch to that chain's color scheme. So you'll always know which chain you're on and stuff like that. So
that's awesome. That's so good.
All right. So if you have any particular questions or want to stop me, just let me know.
Yep. We will have a Q&A at the end. And if I have some during it, then I'll pop them out to you.
Yes, sir. All right. So when someone downloads the wallet, they will see this and they'll be brought to this screen. Now, one of our core mission is to onboard new users into crypto through Pulsechain. But a big part of that is the new users portion. So there are 2 different flows that the wallet provides. And we feel like that's important because we don't necessarily need the experienced crypto user going through the new crypto user process. Now they can, but maybe they already know what they're doing. They just want to get right into wallet creation. So let's run through the demo as if we are a new crypto user.
Right.
So I can read this, or I'll just give a general summary. So basically, with this screen, and again, these words are subject to change, but ultimately what we're trying to do is just set the tone. Here's what's about to happen. They go in, understanding the basics, the structure. So we're giving them a little bit of education on what a wallet is and what's happening inside of this app that they're downloading. And, a little bit of education on, or an analogy, right? Because a lot of people, and even sometimes people in the crypto space, it's not necessarily an easy concept to grasp. But once you do grasp it, it's like, aha, what is a private key? Why is it important? And then we hit them with that, the most important rule in crypto right in the beginning: not your keys, not your coins. All right. And they can go to the next page. And then we're going to dive just a little deeper into the seed phrase and the private keys, because it's arguably the most important part. And again, one thing we're already going to change is we are a 24-word seed phrase wallet, so a little better than a 12. So, this is one thing that is going to be updated. When they feel good here, they're going to continue. They're going to have the ability, and we're still working through exactly how we're going to approach this, but we may or may not require the password here. And this is just a password to access the app. And if we don't require it, there will be ample reminders and pop-ups throughout them using the wallet to encourage them to create a password. But we don't know if we're going to require it yet. So password's being created. Now this right here, your seed phrase is actually being generated. All right, your seed phrase was just generated.
Yeah, that's great.
And then again, for the beginner, it's, you have plenty of beginner resources. So again, reassurance. And it might sound silly, but they're using a financial instrument here, and they're coming from legacy finance, where they have not only actual insurance, but they have all these assurances. So we're trying to make it more approachable and less scary. All right, continue. Again, another little, hey, how important your recovery phrase is. Reveal that secret phrase. And then if they did create that password, then, and this is where the debate kind of comes in of, do we require it or not? But if it was required, you would have to type your password in or use your Face ID to reveal it. And then boom, there it is, the 24-word seed. Now, we're probably going to remove this copy to clipboard button. This is probably going to get removed. So now, one thing that we're doing a little different than some other wallets is, rather than having somebody have to retype this in, which is the main reason why they have you do that is to CYA, right? They want to cover their liability and say that, hey, they said they wrote it down. So we're still accomplishing that by having the user check that they have secured their seed phrase, their recovery phrase.
Yeah.
But there are onboarding situations where it's not realistic to write down your seed. What if you onboard somebody at a restaurant? Are you going to have them write down their seed phrase on a napkin and stick it in their pocket? So it can also be dangerous to do it that way. So again, let's say that they've stored it. We're going to continue. And again, they'll have the chance to re-access it and write it down and store it safely later if they chose to not do it right then and there.
Right.
So now we're in. We have our wallet set up. We've been educated. Now this is where it gets really cool. If there's anything you want me to click on in general, I can, or I can just kind of go through it.
Yeah, just go through it. Yeah, have fun. Yeah.
All right, cool. So one of the most important things that separates, or one of the most important critical things that separates us from other wallets is users that download our wallet are actually have the ability to claim some free crypto. So this present here, and we'll probably make it a little more like obvious to click it, but this present here, they can click it and they'll be airdropped free Pulse and free internet money, our peer-to-peer digital cash, the first token in our ecosystem. So
yeah, that's really, really cool. I can imagine you having that box to sort of emulate, if you know what I mean, like to sort of Pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I see. Because on BetFury, I see they often have something like that happen there, where you got it catches your eye. You go, oh, okay, yeah, what's that? I gotta check that out.
Exactly.
So, yeah, really cool. And people love free stuff, obviously. So that works double well. Yeah.
It really does. And it gives the new user. So one thing that I've encountered and I hear all over the crypto space is people are afraid to approach crypto because they feel like there's a risk involved in an industry they're not comfortable with. So they don't want to KYC or input money into the system when they don't understand or trust the system. So this overcomes that objection because, there's no risk. You don't have to put any money. Now, the only caveat here is the user, if they claim, as of right now, they will have to input a phone number. And we tried to have zero, ways of a layer, right? A layer of protection. Now, the reason we have the phone number is we were told by our devs that effectively a bot could be coded and somebody could just drain the reserves, which would then defeat the whole free giveaway. Now,
100%. Yeah.
the beauty is we are going to store the passwords encrypted. So, or sorry, not the passwords. I apologize. The phone number encrypted, and it'll be encrypted in the SHA 256 format, the SHA 256. And the beauty of that encryption method is it cannot be reverse decrypted. So, it's, if for whatever reason that information were to be penetrated, it would be just a file of encryptions, and that's it. And it's so that somebody can't come in and just keep taking free giveaways forever and hurt everybody that comes after them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So now they're in.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want bot protection. So yeah.
Exactly. And we had like a 3-day philosophical discussion on how we were going to do this. It was a lot of time put into that one. So that's the way. Now they're in the wallet, they have free crypto, and it's beautiful because you've just onboarded somebody into crypto and they're now on Pulsechain. They have a token that they can pay for goods and services with, or they can swap it into some other token, and they have the gas to transact with. So even if you're an existing crypto user, you still have incentive to come and download this wallet and try out Pulsechain. Look, we're airdropping free PRC20s. They can just come download this wallet, get their free Pulse, and it could be a faucet. People could use it as a faucet and an onboarding tool for existing crypto users too.
Right, great.
So, okay. And then also last thing up here, this little question mark is our support, like report a bug, support, or recommend a feature. And we are going to have 24/7, 365 tech support. And depending on the severity of the issue, if it's like, hey, nobody can send transactions, all right, it's a level 1. But if it's like, hey, the token logo is a little blurry, okay, that's not a critical issue. So we'll have the support tackling that, but we'll also have the Telegram community where you can get active community support as well. So it'll be a very supported wallet.
That's fantastic. Honestly, that's so good.
Yeah, I mean,
that'll be popular by itself. Just having that, people having that reassurance that they can follow up on issues like that. So yeah,
exactly. And it's by the team who developed it. So, who better than to provide tech support than the people who built it?
Yeah.
And by the team, it's not just myself. We have a whole team of dedicated developers. So
yeah. Could you just spell the size of your team, because it's a fairly decent sized team?
Sure. Active. Our development team alone is 9 developers, and we have front end, back end, smart contract, app, website, and UI. So
yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so and we even have on top of that, we have a CTO and 2 project managers. So that they're not included in that.
Yeah, that's terrific. I mean, really, it's great. So I'll just go back to those balances. So those balances they're for wallets on Pulsechain.
Yes, so we're connected to Pulsechain right now, and that's actually one thing we're working on is because we are a multi-chain wallet.
Yeah, so I was going to say that's the 2 things. You got multi-wallets and then you got multi-chain. So seeing both of those, those positions, yeah.
Yeah, so we're thinking maybe we'll have So like down here, again, we're talking about this, and I'll jump into this a little bit, but the networks, one cool thing we're going to have too is major chains like Ethereum, Binance, maybe Avalanche, other chains that the community wants to see will be pre-populated into the networks. We'll also give users the ability to do custom RPC settings like MetaMask. But again, we're taking a layer of complexity out of it where you could download this wallet. And this is great for onboarding other communities into Pulsechain because they can easily say, hey, just go download this wallet, click networks, switch to Binance, switch to Ethereum, no problem.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about maybe having the icon change to the emblem of whatever chain you're on. So that way you don't get lost in, hey, what chain am I on?
Right.
Now, this is
so
cool.
with the chain, you're gonna have different colors in terms of the font. Like, will that show up like maybe one's on Binance Smart Chain, one's on Pulsechain? Would it show up different colors? Is that something that's useful, do you think, or would it have a different symbol next to it? Maybe if not a color, different symbol next to it saying Pulsechain. It's on. You get my point there, or do you have to just switch all the accounts on one chain and it just updates all those balances on each chain once you check network there? You're selecting the network by itself.
So to answer that question, we're still working through exactly how we want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, we want it to be a way that just makes sense and adds, it's foolproof. We don't want someone to say, oh, I thought I was on some other chain. So we want to make it as obvious as possible.
So I guess you'd have to toggle on all, wouldn't you? Like a toggle on all chain button, and then it would bring up, I guess, the counts all, and then you'd have to rank them all like the same wallet, possibly an EVM chain, and you could have boom, 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 all the count balances on each chain underneath, and then the next wallet. It's an interesting situation there. Or you might want to keep it simple. Is normally the best, right? Keeping it simple as possible. Yeah, so maybe just toggle the chain. I'll just click over to Binance, click over to Polygon, click over to Pulsechain, whatever.
Exactly. So once as we stay on EVMs, it's just going to be, all right, maybe down here instead of these 3 people, it'll be like the Ethereum symbol or the Pulsechain symbol or the whatever symbol right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, since it's all the same addresses, it would just switch to that chain here. But if we start going on to other chains like Cardano, Solana, something like that, that's where it's going to get a little weird, and we'll have to make sure it's very obvious what's happening, but still obvious regardless of what chain you're on.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And as far as the fonts and colors, that's something we want to do as well as, make it that optional, but that may not be version 1.
Yeah.
So, all right. So another cool feature here on the homepage is, a lot of times you're onboarding people and you don't really want to show them your wallet because they can see what's going on. So you hit hide balances, and now you can show somebody the wallet and you don't have to worry about them seeing what you're worth.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. Just that easy. Boom, boom.
I like it.
Yep. Now, and then here on the transactions tab, so all your account transactions are going to populate here right on the home screen. So you're not going to have to go into each account to see what attract.
That was nice and easy too. The way you slid that across, that is smooth.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
That's smoother than a lot of other stuff I've seen. So that's really impressive. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
And so, they'll populate here. Then you can see under, it says what account it's coming from. So you'll actually be able to hit filter, choose the account that you want to filter by. So if I want to filter account 1, and if it flashes blue, that just means that page hasn't been designed out yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do account 3, and then, it made me do account 1. Okay. And then just the receive transaction. So just a nice little area there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's useful. Yeah, on the filter.
Yep.
So is this is not connected to any test nets. This is just a front end, just the design so far. Yep.
Correct. Before we release mainnet, we will have a beta version. So we're going to send that out to the community. And, as our CTO says, software always breaks in public testing. So we want the community to break it before we go to mainnet. We want to find the flaws. We want to find the holes. We want to know what, we're going to be security audited. There's going to be testing along the way internally, but still, when mass amounts of people start using it, things happen. Different devices, different software versions on each device. It gets weird. So
yeah,
we need to collect some data before we go mainnet.
Okay, cool. I just one moment, KG. So it's just all the questions that are in the chat. We'll get to that towards the second half of the live show, so we won't miss out on going through as many of those as possible.
Sure.
Cool.
Oh yeah, sure. All right, now I'll finish going through that, and we're about halfway or so done. Now, there's a couple other cool things happening on this screen as well. So you have your settings, which again, I'm a nerd for settings, and everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge part of the user interface, user interaction. Like if your settings are confusing and weird and you got to Google a bunch of stuff, you messed up.
Yeah.
So one thing we're doing is we're having a settings page that is relevant to the overall app and wallet level. But then let me go back. Nice. And then as a user clicks into an account, which we'll go into soon, there's a settings page relevant to the account. So it's nicely divided up and it's intuitive that everything we're trying to do is, oh, that makes sense. We want it to just all make sense. And then resources will just be relevant information, right? Maybe blog posts, whatever resources are relevant and useful to someone using the wallet. Education, hey, here's whatever, insert example here, just relevant information and resources. And then this is really cool, and it's only relevant to IMD holders. So when it's not designed out yet, but if you're an IMD holder, you'll be able to claim your Pulse, ETH, BNB, whatever chain you're holding IMD on. You'll be able to do that right from the app. And if you don't hold IMD, there may be a nice page that kind of explains what IMD is and where and how to buy, which is actually kind of bullish and marketing to a degree for IMD holders.
Yeah, that's going to be super exciting for IMD holders. Obviously, that's the tokenomic incentives there.
Yep.
You hold that, you get a share of the revenue. You got to remember? Do you recall the breakdown of that? That was pretty much set in stone, wasn't it?
For the Pulsechain IMD.
For Pulsechain, yeah.
Yep. So our first sacrifice was only for Pulsechain IMD, and off the top of my head, it was about 75% of that supply is allocated to the sacrifice set. So it's pretty decentralized, if not completely decentralized, right from the get-go.
That's to do with the swapping on the wallet, right? So the revenue through swapping on the wallet?
Yes. So if on the wallet, when you swap from one asset to here, let's just...
do you have that feature on there yet? Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't have that feature completely designed out, but when you swap from one asset to another, you swap from Pulse to Hex, okay, a fee is charged. And just like MetaMask, all other crypto wallets have a fee. We're actually, what I can tell, we're the cheapest fee at 0.729%.
Nice.
What most crypto wallets do is they'll charge the fee in the asset you're swapping out of. But our wallet charges the fee and whatever the gas token is. So if you're swapping on Pulsechain, it charges the fee in Pulse. And then that Pulse gets distributed to the holders of the IMD token, Internet Money Dividend. So if you hold IMD on Ethereum, same process, but you're going to earn passive income in the form of ETH. And it's beautiful because IMD supply is fixed, 2 billion, no inflation, no deflation. And the passive income that it yields you, it doesn't put sell pressure on the income generating asset. So it doesn't hurt the bag you're holding.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. That all makes sense. That all seems very workable. So cool.
Yep. And it's not all designed out yet, but you'll be able to, choose your asset. Obviously, you can choose units or you can choose US dollar value. And
now you've got the other thing, of course, being you've also got cross chain as well. So you guys are going to be doing the cross chain swaps in here. Is that
Not version 1, but
Version 1,
it's
yeah.
something we want to include in the app. Like version 10 of the app is going to be a very different app than version 1.
Sure.
So we're
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying I guess that's the direction that you will be heading in.
probably. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
We're going to be a multi-chain wallet, and we're going to have a token on multiple chains. So it kind of only makes sense for the direction we're going in.
Yeah, yeah. I know that Power City is going to be offering a product with the cross DEX swap. So that's interesting. Yeah. Cool.
Yep. And who knows? We might integrate with Power City. We might build it ourselves. We may integrate.
Yeah, sure.
Have to see when we get there. And then I guess since we're here, I'll finish out the swap flow. So, we're on Pulsechain. So the only source as of now is PulseX.
Cool.
Click once we click the first one, cool it'll tell you what, yep, there's the wallet fee, right? So in this example, 3 zeros and a 1 2 of Pulse would be
nice
distributed. And that's the cool thing about the IMD token too, is it's not like, hey, 50% of the wallet fees. It's literally 100% of the wallet fees are distributed to IMD holders. Whoever holds IMD gets the fees. That's the beautiful thing.
Yeah, great. Are you going to have a chart feature on here as well, like price chart features? Obviously, you got IMD. You're going to have that sort of thing on the wallet in the early versions. Oh, you got it there, right?
Cool. So I'll get to this in 1 sec. So I just confirmed the transaction. We're going to have push notifications that say, hey, transaction sent, crypto received, whatever. So we will have some charts. Now, this chart you see, okay, so let's go back to the home screen. All right, I clicked into account 1. Now, this chart, we're planning on having it as a total portfolio value for that account.
That's great.
So you can actually track. Now, there are a few complications here we're working through, as far as where to pull all the data, how to track every single token, a few complications, but this is what we aim to have here, because this is very important to us also as crypto investors.
Yeah.
And, we can't click in here yet, but something we're planning on doing as well is clicking into each individual asset could have a chart for that asset. And we want to implement dollar cost averages and all types of stuff that A, the crypto world needs, and B, the legacy finance market is used to. Yeah. And us as investors, man, one of the most frustrating things about these crypto wallets is I can't see my dollar cost average. The closest wallet that's doing it is Xerion. They're pretty good, but it can still stand to be improved. So it's very important to us.
I could see some natural partnerships coming into play with this wallet in terms of extending its functionality and value offering as well. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. With lending deposit platforms, interest platforms, you could see that integrating that. So that'd be pretty interesting sort of direction as well.
Absolutely. Doing like Pulse delegation, maybe Hex staking support, maybe fiat on-ramps. Fiat on-ramps is something very important to us.
People can hold their stuff in the wallet, but they can get earnings on it, which is a cool thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And decentralized way to get earnings. You're not lending your tokens. You're not ever giving up your keys. IMD is beautiful in that way too. You don't have to stake it, lock it up, or delegate it. You just hold it. You're never giving up your tokens. You're never giving up your keys. You're in control the whole time. Yes,
and so that offering that extra functionality reduces your security exposure, and you're getting integrated into the wallet. So yeah, definitely some really great possibilities with the integration.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And then the last 2 things to show you is, send. We can obviously, we're in account 1, so it's automatically going to populate account 1, public address, ENS, QR code functionality. Of course, this is just a little demo video.
Nice. Yep.
QR functionality, of course. And then also transferring, it shows your recent accounts that you've transacted with, and then also transfer between accounts, right? Again, legacy finance users, this is something that they're used to. Next, again, send. I can send units. I can send US dollars. Slide to send, and then receive. scan QR code, copy, share. That's it.
Hashtag PulseCon.
Hashtag
I
PulseCon.
can see everyone sending stuff to each other with those at the PulseCon thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is the demo.
Cool. So we got the wallet, we got the resources, we got the settings, we got the claim IMD if you've got IMD holder for the revenue share, and we got the networks to swap between different balances on networks, particularly EVM. You're going to do non-EVM chains? Is that part of it or not?
EVMs first.
Yeah.
Non-EVMs is something we want to do, but again, later versions.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then at the top right, you've got the question mark for features or questions. And then, of course, for onboarding, you've got the free Pulse in IM, is it? Or IMD? Can't remember. IM, yeah. So your original coin on BNB chain there. Yep.
Yep. And of course, it'll be IM on Pulsechain when we get to this stage.
And it'll also be to start off with three color formats. Yep.
Yep. And
nice.
we really, I think our next color scheme is going to be a Pulsechain skin. Mm-hmm. I mean,
that makes sense, man. That would be groovy. Yeah. Yep. Groovy, baby. Yeah.
Groovy.
Groovy, yeah. All right, cool. So that's the walkthrough.
Yep.
Nice. Any other announcements you want to make or anything else you want to let the community know about?
I said the website revamp, said the PulseCon giveaway. Those are the announcements.
Cool. And you've set up a new Reddit, which we posted as well earlier in the chat.
Yes.
All right, let's get into some Q&A. Well, I think we've already got some questions in the chat there. It's been pretty lively, so we'll probably pick up some of those. Good. Welcome, everybody, by the way. We've got quite a few people in the chat there.
Oh, wow.
Happy Monday, says Dave down under. Nice. Katie says, let's go. Absolutely. Well, we had a good time. That was a pretty nice walkthrough. What's up, peeps? Let's just jump through a couple of these. We're going to try and find some questions here. Rod in the house there. Excited. Love it. Yeah. Hi, all, says Fat Sammy. Hey. Let's jump through some of it. Morning, all from Bali. Good to see Matt from Bali there as well. Yeah, look at Rod, man. You're outdoing yourself today. Greetings from Auckland, Kiwiland. Nice one, fellow Kiwi there. Morning all from Brownie as well. We've got lots of people in the house there. And a big booyah. Man, Rod, I'll have what you're having, Rod. I'll have what you're having.
Me too.
Yeah. And Stevie D says, I need to be at PulseCon. I jumped onto Twitter and subscribed. Nice, Stevie D.
Thank you.
Yeah. So exciting, says Hex Pulse. Very cool. Awesome, says Bart. Nice. Now, I think we're getting up to some of the questions here. We've got Tintop. That color theme change per specific chain is a nice feature. Tintop says. Brandon says, it's already looking hotter than MetaMask. Nice.
Thank you. MetaMask is MySpace. We're Facebook.
Yeah.
Or Google.
Yeah, I like it. Tinta says, ease of use for beginners and more features is clutch. Most wallets are lackluster and barely functional. Hello there, beautiful people. Hey, we like that. We like that sentiment in this channel. A great stream with MCR earlier today, says Sandy Beach. I didn't even see that one, so I might go catch that later. What else we got there? Precisely says, make the presence box animated, which is kind of where I was heading with that.
The two things we're thinking, maybe like making it spin, or maybe like when they first get on that home screen, it's like maybe that's the only thing that's HD and everything else is kind of blurry. Like an obvious check this out. Like you can't.
Yeah. It could have a little glow behind it too, a little glow, little pulse glow, something.
Yeah, exactly.
There's lots of funky ways of animating that, I'm sure.
Yep.
Ronnie says, this is absolutely amazing to see the development of something with so much potential. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Briz was talking about the encryption there, elliptical curve encryption. You probably know. I've heard of that, but you probably know more what that means. So.
Oh, I will look into it.
Great marketing tool as well, says Katie. Absolutely onboarding marketing for Pulsechain with the present giveaway there of Pulse and IM. and also obviously for the wallet itself. So big attractor there. So I love the fact that you're talking about obviously the onboarding with Pulse and the IM. That attracts a lot of people to use the wallet, but also obviously its feature richness will also help.
Exactly.
And yeah. And of course, you guys have been ramping up your social media, so you're building up your followings, which is outstanding. That's what I'd love to see a lot of projects do, and you guys are leading in that area now, so it's good. And of course, we love, as content creators, we love to cover all that stuff, so it's very exciting. Guess it's this roller coaster ride is so epic. We have legendary days ahead of us. We do, especially with projects like Internet Money in the house. Stevie D says, I'm going to listen to this twice. Oh, nice. What great information. Working out on a Sunday afternoon. Stack my Hex, got my iPods. Going to watch the stream again. Thank you. Great content. Nice one. Appreciate that, Stevie D. Let's jump through some of this. We've got some questions down here, so almost up to those. Stevie D's obviously got super stickers, so big thanks for that, Stevie D. Nice one. I have to do a Superman bow down for that, of course. That's how we roll. Thank you for the great content and bringing amazing developers on. Absolutely. It is a pleasure. KD says, how I made it says, sup KG, will this be like a MetaMask wallet where you can use it as an interface with the ledger? Because everyone is taught to use a hardware wallet.
So we are building an iOS app, Android app, and a Chrome browser extension.
Fantastic.
The browser extension will have hardware wallet support version 1. We're working towards hardware wallets, Bluetooth hardware wallet support for the iOS and Android app on version 1. Not confirmed yet. And actually, recent development found out that it's possible to physically plug in a Ledger device to an Android phone. So maybe we'll have not every hardware option, but maybe a few hardware options on the app version 1.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, good answer. All right. Snana says, can you import your MetaMask wallet?
Oh yeah, that was actually something screen I didn't show. Yes, you can take your private key and import it into the wallet. You can import. Yes.
Okay, great. Good to see J-Pon in the house there. What's up? Always good to see that. Acapello says, KG, will you use experimental design, e.g. A/B testing, to make modifications to the UI based on user behavior?
Yes. I mean, the feedback from our community is so important. We take it in constantly. That's another reason we want to have this beta. That's another reason we want to share these demos. We want to push out the imagery and everything leading up to version 1, because we want to give the community every opportunity to give the input and tell us what they want to see. And if it's possible, we're open to it.
Yeah, so I guess if people want to give feedback, they can use any of those social media platforms that you guys are on.
Absolutely.
So there's Reddit there, there's Twitter, there's even the YouTube channel once you get videos posting on that.
And Telegram is a big one.
And Telegram as well. So get any of those, and they will pick those up, those comments, if they're articulated clearly. They'll pick those up. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, so how I made it says, Exodus has one of the best UI for wallets. Atomic Wallet it looks very ghetto. There's a couple of feedbacks there. So do you guys look at other wallets out there to see? Obviously you do in design. Normally you look around for some of the better quality stuff here to integrate the best stuff.
Yeah, that's actually one of the beautiful things about not being the first wallet to market in the crypto space is we get to see the awesome features and the bad features of all these other wallets. And so we're kind of viewing, not even just EVM changes, looking at all wallets and seeing what do we like, what do we don't like, where can we stand to improve. Yeah, we're looking at other wallets all the time.
I know, because we're talking about integrating other UIs. I know that Atomic Wallet, which is a desktop one, they do allow to do swaps, transfers. I mean, they've got limitations to what they allow on there to put across chains, but they do all that sort of stuff. They've got limitations to that wallet, but they've got a few of those sort of features, haven't they?
Yep. And if another wallet's done it, what the cool thing is it shows our developers the technology already exists. So if we're not inventing the technology, it becomes just refining the technology. Whereas like IMD is creating technology.
Hexos 1. So if we sacrifice for internet money, will we have to send our tokens to this wallet from our MetaMask wallet?
You do not. No, you will still be eligible to claim your IMD if you hold, or sorry, your rewards if you hold your IMD in MetaMask, for example. The way we think we're going to do that right now is by having a DApp on our website that you can just connect whatever wallet you're using and claim through there. So you do not have to use our wallet, but obviously it's going to be the best user experience for that because, well, it's our token, our wallet. So
there's an option to claim, or is the only way of getting your IMD tokens, or are they going to be airdropped to a wallet? And if you have that wallet into Internet Money wallet, then it will show up.
Nope. You could, if you want to forever never use the Internet Money wallet, you can still collect your Pulse with holding your IMD in your MetaMask if you wanted. It just wouldn't be through obviously the MetaMask app unless you go through their browser, and maybe we support that. But what would probably happen would be you'd have to connect through desktop to the site.
Yeah. So MetaMask, Internet Wallet are just gateways to the blockchain.
Exactly.
So whatever address you use to sacrifice, your token's going to be airdropped to there into the wallet automatically. So you'll be able to connect that way. So I guess that's kind of answering the question. If you have your wallet in the Internet Money wallet, and that was one used for sacrifice, it will show up your tokens in the portfolio there on that wallet automatically with the airdrop.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you like MetaMask, you can use it. If you want to use the Internet Money wallet, you can just import the address that you have on MetaMask into the Internet Money wallet. Because, you know this, I'm not teaching you, but it's for everyone listening. Your tokens are never actually stored on a wallet. The wallet is just like the projector of what's on the blockchain and just accesses. It's just the user interface for the blockchain. That's all it is.
Yeah. So in terms of MetaMask, you typically have to import contract addresses for the token. How will that be for IMD, for example, on the Internet Money wallet? Will it be auto imported, like auto represented? In terms, you don't have to manually import the contract addresses.
So you will definitely have the ability to import token. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's already designed out on there.
Yeah.
Where it gets weird, and what we're working through is, do we auto detect? There's pros and cons to that. For legitimate tokens, great. But then what happens if we're auto detecting and then there's all these scam coins?
Which are heaps of them, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it gets kind of weird. So we're working through that one.
Okay, cool. So a little question mark over there. Good question. Xforce one. Xforce one has landed. Brazil says people sacrifice for IMD, not IM, and you can hold those coins in any wallet you want.
Both of them.
Both of them, yeah. So IM is the original one that's currently operating on BNB. We cover that live every day anyway, that particular chart. And of course, that's getting airdropped to people, isn't it, on Pulsechain, as opposed to forked over. Yeah.
Yeah, and one cool thing I like to plug there is, so if you hold Internet Money or IM on Binance Smart Chain, when we launch on Pulsechain mainnet, you will get a 1-to-1 airdrop. Now, we've already tested our snapshot and airdrop code on the original Pulsechain testnet and on Pulsechain testnet V2B. One really cool thing, it's a little deeper, but I like to say it because it's awesome. One really cool thing our snapshot code does is it actually, if you provide liquidity on the BSC side, you don't have to pool your liquidity to get the airdrop. Our snapshot code takes a snapshot of the liquidity providers and attributes the IM. So even if you're providing liquidity, you're still going to get the 1-to-1 copy on Pulsechain of those tokens.
Have many projects ever done that? That sounds like you guys are the first ones that I know of, that I've heard of at least.
I have not encountered another project that's done that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's like really cool. Oh, great stuff. All right, cool. Precisely says, I like how the swap tokens page looks like a receipt coming out of a printer.
I like that too. I think it's cool. Yeah. I like it too.
I mean, do you think once it's hooked up to the actual blockchains, that there'll be any slowness, and how fast was this moving with the UI without the connected to the blockchains? Do you think that will slow down just a little bit in terms of having to read? Fractionally, or
the UI probably won't lag, But that's the beauty of the push notification. So the UI can still run smoothly, and then it shows like, hey, you did your part. And then when the transaction actually goes through, you'll get a text or a pop-up, a push notification to your phone of some kind that says, hey, transaction officially sent. And then, so the UI probably won't be affected.
I mean, if you brought up a good community, good number of people using the wallet, that sort of thing, the amount of functionality you could pull into that wallet is quite amazing. You could really integrate the best of crypto in there. People may never have to leave, kind of thing. It's kind of pretty cool.
Exactly.
Brazil says Zerion is pretty cool. I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, it's actually, it is. I like Zerion as a wallet. I'm not going to knock on it. It's so funny. It's one of the best little wallets you never heard of because their branding and marketing sucks.
Yeah, so talking about branding and marketing, obviously you guys are ramping up social media and stuff like that. Are you guys going to be doing, obviously there's a lot of YouTubers out in the Pulsechain space, over 100 possibly. Only so many of those are like in the bear market have been active, but are you guys going to be doing anything sort of strategy around that in terms of getting people to hear about the wallet and on board, like the marketing, direct promotions, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. Now,
okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll just leave that there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can reveal that all later on, but just wanted all right. So precisely says I use it as a watch only. A watch only wallet says precisely. Nice.
That's why I use Zerion. That's a great interface for that.
Yeah. Cherry Down says, yeah, you can import any wallet. Nice. All right. So I think we're going to go through. Simple says that's where this wallet will excel. Zerion makes it too complicated to swap within their app, whereas Internet Money Wallet looks pretty simple. Nice. IMD is a smooth UX, says KD. Nice one. What else we got there? We've got plenty of time for questions, so we're going to go through as many as we want, I guess. Charity says, I think if I remember right, I can currently see my IMD on MetaMask. I have to double check though. That wouldn't be IMD.
Yeah, you could see IM, yes, but we did airdrop CIMD, and I don't want to throw in the layer of confusion, but the certificate token for the Pulsechain Sacrifice set on Pulsechain testnet. So
IMD token will only be issued as a new contract when the Internet Money Wallet goes live.
Exactly. They'll come out at the same time.
Before that, people will be trading the CIMD token when Pulsechain launches. So between time Pulsechain launches and the Internet Money goes live on the market, the CIMD will be traded as the ownership token up to that point. And whoever's holding the CIMD token will end up getting the actual IMD token. So if you sacrifice for the Internet Money, you could actually trade away your ownership position by selling it on the market as CIMD, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I love how much you know the project, man. Yeah,
cool.
We it's funny because CIMD was actually so much more relevant when we thought Pulsechain was launching like very soon. So if we're ready, and then
I know, I think it's playing out almost perfectly for you guys because, like at the beginning, I was saying, I love everything about this, but hey, guys, be pragmatic. They got a development time to play out. They might be one of the later projects coming, like awesome projects coming that I'm expecting down the line. But now the way things are playing out, that time gap's just really
smaller. It is. And
yeah. So it's pretty interesting. Yep. All right, cool. A beautiful story, epically epic. Says Rod. Nice. Sounds good. Says Property Review. Will a KG be in Vegas? Well, yes.
Yes.
So let's go.
Internet Money. We are sponsoring the golf tournament, or the hole-in-one portion of the golf tournament before PulseCon. And so if you make a hole-in-one on that, you'll get $20,000 on the Internet Money team. Also, we will have a booth there, and I will be giving a talk on stage. I have a 20-minute speaking spot, and I am trying to get positioned as close to Richard Hart as possible. I'm working my way to, because I think obviously for viewership and everything, that'll be pretty good.
There we are. They are right there on PulseCon website.
Internet Money.
So Internet Money will be there, and of course you guys' projects is also written at the top here as well. So you can see Internet Money is amongst the projects going to be there in the exhibition and at the conference, like a conference panel table, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so very, very cool. What else we got there? When launch is Mr. Profit? So we were talking a little bit about that.
Yeah, so version 1, we're looking at 6-ish months right now. A beta will come out before that, probably a couple months before, but not exactly sure on the beta. But version 1, 6-ish months is what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, so originally you were talking about possibly 8 or 9 months, but because things are getting closer, it's playing out pretty nicely.
We're building. We're building.
Yeah, and I mean, I think probably the earliest people are talking about Pulsechain launching is possibly October now, the earliest. Some people are talking maybe a Christmas launch. Some people are talking 2023 now. No one really knows. So it's a lot of speculation, a lot of factors people are trying to guess. But yeah, it's certainly playing in well for your development time now. It's pretty funny.
I mean, as investors and community members, we want Pulsechain to launch yesterday, you know? But
Yeah.
as a development team, it's a blessing in disguise.
Do you guys, like Liquid Loans says they talk to the Pulsechain devs? Do you guys got that kind of relationship going with them at all?
We do.
You do. Cool. Yeah, that's all. You don't have any secrets. I just wondered whether you actually had the.
I was going to say that one of the Pulsechain devs, he's done and continues to do some work on our project. So
Okay, sweet. All right, cool. I realize you guys have got confidential stuff and all that. I'm not going there. Just wanted to know how many of the teams are actually, interacting with the Pulsechain dev team. That's pretty much it. KG, is the browser extension IM going to work the same way?
Yeah, the only thing different about the browser extension is that most likely we will not be doing the free token giveaways on the browser extension. Most likely. Right. Not confirmed, but most likely.
Yeah. I think it would be helpful to do that if you can do it. I would encourage that myself personally, but yeah, it's still going to be cool.
Sure.
I don't use mobile myself typically. I mean, I use Staker app, but I only use it as a read-only wallet. I don't interact with the multi-sig smart wallet, whatever they're using there. So Chris has got the big hearts out. Nice. What's good, family? Nice to see you, Chris. Mosiak says, hi from UK. Great interview. When is wallet available? Is there a sacrifice for this? So I guess the sacrifice has already been done for IMD, but you will be able to buy it as CIMD, right? The KG on when Pulsechain launches, it will be tradable.
Yes. So IMD for Pulsechain, that sacrifice is coming on. We capped it. I love talking about this. It was an amazing display of community. We had a cap of 1.2 million, and on live stream, it was sacrificed in under 2 hours. So it was amazing community support. We will have a second sacrifice for IMD on Ethereum, Binance, and possibly other chains. But that won't happen until sometime after the beta phase of the wallet. Now, we will still honor the Pulsechain sacrifice set, and they'll probably get some portion of what they sacrificed for Pulsechain IMD. They'll get credit towards the new sacrifice. So we couldn't be here without that.
So you could have a sacrifice for other chains, which is cool. Would you? You may even be able to launch earlier on those chains than Pulsechain, depending on when Pulsechain launches, right?
That's one of the amazing things about our project is, look, we're going to be a native Pulsechain wallet, but if Pulsechain is not out and we're ready to launch, we do not have to wait for Pulsechain. We can launch on Ethereum, we can launch on Binance, we can launch on every other EVM already. And then when Pulsechain comes out, we'll just make it the native chain then.
Makes sense to me. And the thing is, you're already building up an audience that you can cross-chain over to Pulsechain as well. So it's like an onboarding thing.
Exactly.
There's another team that's been out there, and I've encouraged them to get their products out on one of the other chains as soon as possible. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So cool. Brizology says MetaMask is a low bar to jump over, says Briz.
It is. The crazy thing is, you're so right, but it's the industry standard right now, which is mind-blowing. They just got there because they were like the first one to do what they did. And then everybody making all these tutorial videos and everything just kept using their name.
Yeah, right. Brizology says that elliptical curve encryption is what Shards 256 is based on. It's pretty neat, says Briz.
Okay, cool.
Probably Review says, how long did it take you to build this wallet?
Still building it.
Yeah, the original time was about 8 to 9 months, wasn't it? With the original, and of course you got different stages of development up to the first wallet there in that time frame.
Yep.
How do you guys feel like you're on track with that time frame? Pretty good, slightly ahead, on par, like where you think you would be?
I think we're right on course. I don't see.
Cool.
I mean, we're in what's called an agile development process, and we stay focused on the MVP. But if we have a little bit of time left in that original estimation, then we'll try to pack in some more features.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Yep. Probably you guys, how secure is this? I think you covered that earlier, but
yeah, I mean, we take security very seriously, and everything we do, we have security in mind. That's why we're even just on a software level, we're doing 24 words. We're working toward, we're going to have security audits. We have testing. We're encouraging hardware wallets. We want to do everything we can to be a secure wallet. It's very important.
Yeah. How Matt says, awesome, long as there's an extension for the browser and ledger, I'm good, says How Made It. Nice.
Yep.
I'm going to jump through some of this. There's a few questions that are not related to the IM wallet, so we're going to jump through those, unfortunately. Are you looking for beta testers? Says it's now.
When the time is right, I believe the way it's going to go is, whoever wants to beta test, we'll get a link. We're even talking about having a hackathon. Haven't decided that one yet.
Okay, cool. Kayet Tran says, is there an option for peer-to-peer scan barcode for quick payment? Because it's called Internet Money Wallet. It's nice. We can go shopping with Internet Money Wallet in the future. Just scan and transfer.
Yep, QR codes.
Okay, cool. Great stream as always. Amazing updates, says Katie. Nice. Charity says, CIMD is what I see in my MetaMask. Yes, nice one there, Charity. Very cool. We can jump through. There's lots of nice comments. I'm just going to jump through a few of those though, so we can get to the questions. Mo Azaic says, came late. Is there a sacrifice? How long is sacrifice? And what stage is the sacrifice? Thank you from UK. We did cover that earlier. That's already been completed, but there will be sacrifices coming out for cross-chain opportunities. So the wallet will be operating on other chains. You'll be able to get that token for that and sharing that revenue. Pretty much that, KG.
Yep, that's it. With no more details other than that right now. Just if anybody claims to be a sacrifice associated with us at this moment in time, it is 100% a scam.
Yeah. Will there be a liquid loans integration as you can configure your loans and staking?
Not version 1, but again, we're going to continue building. So maybe in the future.
All right, we'll jump through some of those. That was another one there from Katie. Staking IMD token in the future.
Probably not. That's one of the beauties of IMD. You don't have to stake it. You don't have to delegate it or lock it up. You just hold your tokens.
There's a fixed supply. There's no inflation or deflation tokenomics. It is an ownership token. You share in the revenue of the swapping fees on the actual wallet there. So cool. Now what's MetaMask is actually make about $100 million. Is it something a year? Is that right? Around that ballpark?
Yeah, depending on where you look, it's $95,000 to $550,000 a day.
Yeah. So it gives you some idea of what you can get up to there. Looks pretty good. I like it. Referral program, says Don Montoya.
Also, for those that don't know, Don Montoya is co-founder of the project.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that either. I know Don Montoya, but I didn't realize the connection. Okay, cool.
Oh, you'll love this too. He's my father. So it's father-son.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
You're not my father.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, family. No, it's cool. It's cool. No offense. So yeah, we will have a referral program. Exact numbers are not worked out yet, but for people like yourself, you're a perfect example. You can be an affiliate of the Internet Money Wallet. You'll get a code. And then for everybody that downloads the wallet using your link, you will get IM. And then the person who used your link to download the wallet will get a bonus in the IM that they get to free claim.
Oh, fantastic. I think that's a very clever program there. Yeah.
Yep. And of course, these giveaways and referral programs are only while supplies last, because the IM supply is non-inflating. So, yep.
Nice question there, Don. Nice question.
Yep.
KG, what happens if Richard Hart decides to buy you out? Will you be like, hell, okay?
That's a
That's funny.
crazy question. I mean, if Richard Hart wants to partner up, I mean, we're open. He's an awesome dude. I mean, I think that our users and our people who believed in us early are very important, and we're not just going to sell out. So we want to do our best to protect everybody in the space, everybody that's trusted us. So no, we're not looking to just sell out.
Yeah. Well, Don actually also adds the point that the fees are distributed to IMD holders. There's no value for him to buy us out. Yeah. That's another perspective.
Yeah, good point. Really good point.
Pulsechain forever. Absolutely there. Pulse Bezos. We like it. Matt and Barley says, good work. Are we getting a wallet from Richard Hart airdropped to Pulse or PulseX holders? Be nice to have a new fully centralized, decentralized wallet for this. As you probably know, Microsoft has interest in it, says Matt.
Well, we don't know anything about Richard's wallet. And
that's correct. I think at most, I think we know that he's got possibly one or two devs sort of beginning to work on it. I think that's kind of as much information as I've heard.
Yep.
But of course, that's coming up there. But like I always say, there's this is actually there's quite a few suppliers at the moment in this space. Obviously, like I would say, Staker App and you guys are leading in the space at the moment. Obviously, Rich Hart's going to come in maybe as a third player in that, but of course, there's always plenty of room for a few good players in it, and of course, being early is always key. And of course, you guys are designing something pretty amazing, I think, and got a big team to do it too, which is pretty awesome. So yes, I think it's going to be really great. We don't know much about what that's going to, what the functionality differences will be and all the rest of it, design and, etc. So it's going to be interesting in the future. Minimas can turn you off if they don't like the country you're in. Yeah, that's true. That was through one of their suppliers, though, wasn't it? Supply service. One of their Oracle calls or something like that. I remember that story.
Yep, it is Don. Definitely, this is his department, so to speak. But effectively, there is a piece of technology called Infura, and that is what communicates, the wallet to the chain. And so that is effectively a centralized service. And at this moment in time, basically, all wallets are subject to the same providers of that technology. And Infura is not the only one; it is the biggest one. But that's one thing we actually have on our roadmap in the future is we have desires to develop our own link and make that decentralized to get out of the hands of shutting people off.
Yeah, great. Boom, and that's what sections up. Hey, good to see Crypto King. So I think we've covered the Richard Hart and the competitor wallet there. I think IM wallet could save Richard a lot of time and development by making Internet Money Wallet the official Pulsechain wallet.
Would be a win. If he starts pushing our wallet, the Internet Money wallet, that's a win for the Internet Money community. It's a win for Pulsechain because we brought developers and resources to Pulsechain. The community aided in bringing developers and resources to Pulsechain. Focus on Pulsechain, bro. We got the wallet. If you're listening, we got you.
The only counter to that would be, I agree with you. The only counter to that would be the fact that he wants a big sacrifice with it, doesn't he?
Probably.
And that would eat up a lot of supply on the Hex circulating supply. So, I've put out numbers around just arbitrary numbers, but it could be 500 million Hex. That's a big amount of circulating supply. So we'll see. We'll watch a question mark over that one.
Well, and that's an interesting thing too. Is look, we're the first tokenized crypto wallet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. And but I also say, there's space for a couple of players.
Absolutely.
And I think that we've already got, 2 leading ones in my view. And the Hart wallet will come in as a third. If that's the way so that's the way it's going to play out. So
sure.
But like I say, the incentives are really important too, and I think there'll be differences in the incentives to onboarding and adoption of those wallets. And I like like some of the stuff that you've been saying about how you're going to do the direct promotional side of that to make that happen with adoption. That's cool. Variety is the spice of wallets, says Nana. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
It's always good to have a few options in the crypto species, KD. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Don says I'd rather work on a privacy token. Yeah. Well, we see Rack and Rochelle coming in with a lot of big product offerings that actually work on Richard Hart's roadmap. We see also Kinetics working on quite a few products that are on Richard Hart's roadmap as well. So I've got a list of Richard Hart's roadmap over on my other computer here. So it's and you guys are too. So part of that. So it's gonna be interesting to see that play out.
Told us Mexicans to go build what we wanted to see,
and they are, and that's why I've said to KG privately, I put internet money at the moment based on all the projects that we look at. I've looked at heaps of them in my top 5, so it really is cool. Joe says, I noticed in the wallet the public address was half hidden by quotation marks. Can you make it so we can see the whole address? Because I hate that I can't see the whole address in MetaMask.
Interesting consideration point.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it with the family.
We'll talk about it. I'll let the devs know, and we'll see.
Take it to the sheets or whatever. Something like that. Take it to the blankets or something. I don't know. Whatever. Good idea. Take it to the family. All right. So, good idea to make the internet money the Pulse wallet join forces RH. That would be cool. But
tell him about it. Let's bring it on his radar.
If you spread the word around, if you start spreading around, maybe Richard will pick it up on some chat and they'll go, okay, we'll look at this. I mean, these guys have got a full team already and a roadmap plan out. So it's pretty good. Josie, I think the exchange fee going to IMD holders is a brilliant idea. I really love that idea. Yeah, it is really a glowing light there. I love it. Katie says, will IM develop a stable coin in the future?
Probably not.
Yeah. I think Liquid Loans has got pretty good strength in that space there. But that doesn't mean no one else can do it. But I do think it takes a large capital inflow, and I think they may have locked that particular position up there. Can we do the rest of the live show in Italian mob accents? Well, we could. Hey, I'll take you to the restaurant.
And onboard you into some internet money.
We'll talk about innovations. Yeah.
Wallets.
There we are. It's turned into a full hardcore 1930s showdown there. USD is kicking ass, so USDL looking good for us too. Yeah, absolutely. Make the dev a deal he can't refuse. Yeah, true that. Make the dev a deal he can't refuse. All right, cool. All right, I think we got to the end of the questions, which is pretty amazing. Thanks everybody for asking those. They were a really good selection too. Very nice. Anything else you want to add after all that? Those questions there, KG, that you think maybe have been missed or anything?
I don't think we've missed anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just whenever you're ready for me, to do it, I'll just kind of reiterate the, Yeah,
let's do it. Let's pick up the social medias here. We've got the giveaway. Get into it, folks. The links were in the video description there. So Internet Money, and I think you guys, got 2,100 followers. So if you haven't followed Internet Money, get in there, folks. It's going to be epic there, and of course, there is the website address there as well, and that's getting revamped, right? So coming up.
Oh, you guys are going to love it. I mean, I'm just so excited. It's our website. It's going to have some nostalgia, but it's going to be like if you're into Dragon Ball Z, it's Super Saiyan mode. If you're into Pokemon, it's Evolution. It's like it's next level stuff on the site.
Yeah, that's awesome. Looking forward to it, man. So this Internet Money IM is the original token on the BNB chain. We do cover that on our live price chats most days, or every day, just basically. And this is Internet Money Dividend. This is the IMD, the Internet Money wallet that we just went through live. So that's the token icon for that. All the social medias down here below: Reddit, Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube. Woohoo! And go subscribe to any of those. Follow those. If you want to check out the black paper as well, is up here, and the sacrifice for the IMD details were up there. You can search by your address as well. Cool. And there's a couple other links there. I'm not sure what those are, but they're there. We've also got the new YouTube channel, and of course, you go subscribe to that. 148 subscribers there, so cool. All the updates that have moved, Internet Money, Reddit, you've posted them all here. So if you want to look at the history of all the those information and updates with a lot of detail, check those out. You can see a big update here on Pulsechain and lots of stuff. So definitely check that out. Lots of cool updates there on Reddit.
That was a grueling process, by the way, to individually post all of those on that new sub.
I bet it was, because I actually went back and I checked your old one, and then I realized you had just migrated to this one.
Yeah.
And so you had to post all the history in there, and there we are. So you can join in that too. And then finally, a KG will be at a PulseCon 2022. And of course, that's coming up the 6th and 9th of September, I think. Yeah. So there is KG right there. Going to be on the panels. Yeah, boy, I guess you'll get a lot of good questions thrown at you at the panels. That'd be pretty cool, because you'll actually be relatively unique in here. Maybe you and Steph from Staker App and stuff like that probably get thrown a lot of wallet questions.
Yep. I think the way the talk is going to work is like, it's going to be, maybe there will be a panel, but I think it's going to be one person goes up, gives their talk, and it's the next person. So it might be 20 minutes of dedicated time where everybody who's there live, everybody who's streaming in. This is why I want to get as close as I can to Richard, so that, because most people are probably going to be tuned in when he's watching. So, you know, there's going to be thousands of eyes on internet money in that moment.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's going to garner a lot more attention than people think. I really, I think that, especially by the time you get there, how much more? That's another 2 months or something. You know, people will really be like, wow, these guys have got the product that's already here. And yeah, because it takes a lot of work to put this together. So really cool.
Yep.
A big team. Yeah, big team too. So that pretty much is it for we did an hour and a quarter. That was pretty good. I loved it. It was so good. So thanks very much, KG, for that. You know, and would be great to have you back on here, maybe towards PulseCon or something. And you know, around that time, another 2 months or something. See how you get on. But anytime you want to come on, let us know. Give us an update again.
Man, Superman, I appreciate everything you do for the community. I appreciate you constantly supporting internet money. You're awesome. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for everybody who watched.
Pleasure. All right. Thanks, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, I'll be live streaming again in about 5 hours' time. We will go through all the market prices and all the latest news then. So check us out then. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And a special thanks to our special guest, KG. And, of course, his father, Don, in the chat there, answering some cool questions as well. So I really appreciate that. Nice one. Woohoo! Sandy says, thank you, Hex Token and KG. Time to go see fireworks. Yeah, happy 4th of July coming up for the United States. A big shout out to everybody there. Enjoy the barbecues as well. Nice. And stuff in there. Well, I think something like 60% of people are going to be barbecuing there or something like that. It's such a big deal.
Yeah, it's pretty American.
Now says, having been a guest on your stream, I have to say that KG has been the best guest ever.
Thank you.
What a great way to finish. This is awesome. Oh, actually, Brazil just got a nice comment there too. This is a legit product. Hate seeing other YouTubers promoting faces. Bullcrap. You know who you are.
Thank you, man.
Hilarious. Nice one there. Brendan says, thanks, fellas. I think that's a great place to finish. Have a good day, everybody. Catch you in 5 hours for the second live stream. KG, you're the boss, and we look forward to the next update as well. Bye for now. Peace.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. All those channels. Woohoo! I'll post the links in Discord as well. If you haven't joined our Discord, over 500 people, getting up towards 550. Definitely get in there. Peace out. All right, take care.